team, report.
Bravo's go.
Move in.
Live in the shadows, kill from the shadows. That's the way it used to be. Now you can attack from the darkness, run in guns blazing, or combine the two attacks in a jump out of the darkness and beat your enemy to death hybrid sort of thing. In Tom Clancy's Splinter Cell Blacklist, the open-ended stealth game from Ubisoft. The game opens with a terrorist attack by a group called the Engineers. After their attack on an Air Force base in Guam that leaves Sam's friend Vic injured, they announce a countdown leading to a series of attacks on United States assets called the Blacklist. If the U.S. doesn't remove American troops stationed abroad, these attacks will commence. In response, President of the United States Patricia Caldwell puts Sam Fisher in charge of the newly created 4th Echelon Counterterrorism Unit and tasks them with hunting down the Engineers before the countdown reaches 0. The story is pretty damn good and features an excellent villain. It has its twists, turns, and surprises. The story also does a nice job of weaving in the multiplayer co-op missions. New characters like Isaac Briggs are a welcome addition. The story also drives the point that information is the deadliest weapon of all, which is a very current events notion. This is a more timely Splinter Cell story, and it feels refreshing. The voice acting is superb, but it's still a little strange to hear Sam Fisher's new voice.
Grim?
We heard it all, Sam.
Give me a flash drive. Connecting it to my OPSAT now. Relay it to Chicago SWAT. Tell them thanks for their patience.
Sam.
Gone from the previous games is Michael Ironside, who we wholly associate with Sam Fisher. Replacing him is Eric Johnson, who does a nice job, but it feels like a different Sam Fisher because of it. This Sam Fisher slips into moments of Jack Bauer or Christian Bale's Batman at times. Even though this takes place after the events of Conviction, it feels like a rebooted Sam Fisher. While he can be equally stealthy, he's not opposed to using firefights to get the job done. So maybe a change in voice actor is good for the direction of the series. Visually, the game looks good as long as you install the texture pack. We played on the Xbox 360 and it's clear this console generation is pushed to the limit. The game, while really nice looking overall, complete with amazing lighting, is just being held back from its potential. At its core, stealth drives Splinter Cell Blacklist. We started out trying to play as stealthily as we could, not killing anyone and only subduing enemies, but in the end, we had to go loud. The controls feel great, and the amount of fluidity that Sam has climbing, sticking to the shadows, and moving from cover to cover is unparalleled. Easily the best we've seen in the series. If you're a stealth lover, not like that, but if you love stealth gameplay, this will give you a great challenge. Luckily, Splinter Cell Blacklist doesn't make you play a certain way. While you're still going to be stealthy, the option is there to play the game more action-oriented, stringing together kills and showing more of the killer in Sam Fisher. All three are viable options, mostly due to the open-ended layout of the missions that beg you to experiment. However you want to play, SCB rewards you. There are so many possibilities that you'll want to play through the game again and again. Points are rewarded to you at the end, multiplied and calculated to figure out how much money you've earned. Yes, playing through as a ghost will earn you the most, but it's certainly the most difficult. The Paladin is an airborne base of operations where you'll choose what missions to undertake, talk to teammates, call your daughter, who I think is older than you, and upgrade your equipment and features of the Paladin. For instance, upgrade the infirmary, and Sam and Briggs will regenerate health faster in single-player and co-op. To buy new equipment, guns, armor, and attachments, you head to your comic relief tech guy, Charlie Cole. When you bring him in cash, he'll upgrade whatever you want. Wait, if the president gave us unlimited funds and told us to do whatever we want to stop the terrorist group, then why do we need extra cash? It's a necessary mechanic because it's more fun than filling out request forms, but it's still weird. Another cool feature is the SMI, Strategic Mission Interface. It's where you're going to choose what mission you want to play. Here you'll find the single-player, co-op, and Spies vs. Mercs missions available to you. It's all in one easy location that acts as a main menu, built into the story. It's perfect, and the Paladin has a Mass Effect feel to it. Co-op missions are a blast. Of course, you can try them solo, but you really get the full effect of them when you're teaming up with another player. Playing split screen was a lot of fun as my partner and I held off waves of enemies. It wasn't your typical shoot and kill enemies as they march at you. It had more finesse. We could work together to draw enemies into our traps, and playing stealthily was still an option. We're giving Splinter Cell Blacklist a 9. Splinter Cell Blacklist is full of opportunity. We played as a Jack Bauer-like operative and made way too much noise. The great thing is that the game's open-endedness begs for replay. You'll see different ways to approach every situation, so you'll want to keep trying those new ways. The layout is intricate and full of depth, and Sam's skill set is superb. The perfect combination for a new breed of Splinter Cell that gets personal. For the latest in gaming news, reviews, tips, cheats, and more, go to GameZone.com.